Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Patrick Bateman, and I'm here to talk to you about something that's essential for all of us: managing our personal finances. Now, I know what you're thinking. You think that because I'm a successful investment banker, I'm just here to tell you to buy low, sell high, and invest in the latest hot stocks. But that's not all there is to it. Investing in stocks is important, but it's just one part of the equation. You also need to make sure that you're living within your means and saving for the future. Remember, money doesn't grow on trees, and you can't rely on your parents to bail you out forever. Speaking of investments, I have a tip for all of you music lovers out there. Have you ever heard of a little company called Apple? They're the ones behind the iPhone, the iPad, and of course iTunes. Back in 2001, I invested heavily in Apple, and let me tell you, it paid off big time. So if you're looking for a solid investment, you might want to take a closer look at what Apple has to offer. But investing is just one aspect of personal finance. It's also important to make sure you're making enough money in the first place, and that means honing your sales skills. Whether you're selling a product or selling yourself in a job interview, you need to know how to make a persuasive pitch. And speaking of music references, let me give you one from the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson. He said, "Don't stop till you get enough." And that's exactly what you need to remember when it comes to sales. Don't stop until you close that deal, until you get that job offer, until you achieve the financial success that you deserve. But financial success isn't just about money. It's also about looking and feeling your best, and that's where personal grooming and style come into play. You need to present yourself in a way that exudes confidence and professionalism. To help you with that, I have a reference from the legendary rock band Queen. As Freddie Mercury sang, "I want to break free." And that's exactly what you need to do when it comes to personal style. Break free from the norms, experiment with new looks, and find what makes you feel confident and powerful. As Donald Trump wrote in his best-selling book, The Art of the Deal, money was never a big motivation for me, except as a way to keep score. The real excitement is playing the game. And let me tell you, Donald Trump is a master of the game. I've always been impressed by his business skills and his ability to make deals that benefit both parties. He's a true icon in the world of finance, and I believe we can all learn a lot from his example. I mean, just look at what he's accomplished. He's built a global empire, he's been a successful TV personality, and he even became the President of the United States. Love him or hate him, you have to admit that he's a force to be reckoned with. And that's why I believe that we should all study his approach to finance and business. We can learn from his successes as well as his failures and apply those lessons to our own lives. Of course, there are those who might disagree with me. They might say that Trump's approach is too aggressive or too focused on personal gain. But I believe that those criticisms are misguided. After all, as Trump himself has said, in the end you're measured not by how much you undertake, but by what you finally accomplish. So let's all take a page from Trump's playbook and focus on accomplishing our goals. Whether that means investing in stocks, building a business, or pursuing a career in sales, we should all strive to be the best we can be. Well, let me pivot back to my original topic of personal finance. And this time I'll use a music reference from Huey Lewis and the News. As they famously sang in their hit song, "It's Hip to Be Square," there's a lot we can learn from the world of business. In fact, I believe that Huey Lewis and the News are one of the best examples of how to succeed in business. They built a hugely successful music career by sticking to their unique sound and staying true to themselves. And that's a lesson that we can all apply in our own business endeavors. But business success isn't just about being true to yourself. It's also about looking and feeling your best. In the modern world, making sales and getting leads often requires a polished and professional image. That means paying attention to the details of your appearance, from your haircut to your clothing to your grooming. It means being aware of your body language and communication skills, and always striving to improve them. And let me tell you, as someone who works in the cutthroat world of investment banking, these details can make all the difference. A well-groomed and confident appearance can help you close deals, win clients, and make a name for yourself in your industry. So take a page from Huey Lewis and the News, and focus on both the art and science of business. Invest in your personal appearance and communication skills, and always strive to be the best version of yourself. Who knows, with the right attitude and attention to detail, You might just become the next Huey Lewis of your industry. Let me give you one final piece of advice from my own personal experience in the world of finance. I've seen a lot of people come and go in this industry, and I've learned that success isn't just about having the right skills and knowledge, it's also about having the right mindset and attitude. So let me share a personal story with you. There was a time in my career when I was struggling. I was working long hours, making little progress, and feeling frustrated and burnt out. But then, I had an epiphany. I realized that I was focusing too much on the negatives and not enough on the positives. I was letting my frustrations and insecurities get the best of me. So I started to shift my focus. I began to take a more positive and proactive approach to my work. I set goals for myself and focused on achieving them, no matter how small. I also made an effort to connect with my colleagues and clients on a personal level, building relationships that would last beyond the work itself. And you know what? It worked. I started to see more success and progress in my work. I felt more fulfilled and energized by what I was doing. So my advice to you is this: don't let your insecurities or frustrations hold you back. Take a positive and proactive approach to your work and your personal finance, and you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. In closing, let me just say that personal finance is a complex and multifaceted topic. But with the right mindset and attitude, anyone can succeed in this field. So go out there and make the most of your opportunities, and remember to always be true to yourself, just like Huey Lewis and the news. Thank you.